Then the 5-MeO-DMT works directly in our central channel, touching this seventh chakra, this gland in our brain, and allowing us to access to higher dimensions of our being. That's why I say that the toad is a medicine that allowed us to have like a experience in the level of our soul. Many of the things that happens in the experience with the Buffo Avarius medicine cannot be expressed in words because they occur, they happen in other areas of our being, in other parts of our being, and that is deeper levels, no? About this connection with the source, like it can be very different for everyone, no, but I'm talking about the main characteristics of what this molecule does in our brain, no. So I'm going to explain a little bit. Our brain has these filters and receptors, and like is configured in one way, so we can keep moving and moving in this reality, so we can be in this world. When 5-MeO-DMT molecule comes, all these filters of our mind, they are pulled down. You know, like we have this receptor of serotonin that is waiting for more serotonin to just plug in, no? As we keep going in our life with our amounts of serotonin to keep ourselves in a good mood with our like good levels of activity, you know, like, or what is serotonin for is like it's more for this reality. So the brain is waiting for its serotonin dose, but instead of that, what it comes is a 5-MeO-DMT that it plugs in the same receptor of the serotonin. No, that because our brain is designed for that. No, as our brain has a bunch of cannabinoid receptors, so it has these receptors that receives this substance because our same body produces. So when this 5-MeO plugs there, all these filters of the reality are pulled down. One of these main filters that we have is our ego. Our ego is a very important part of ourselves. Like I really like to speak about this because in these new age and concepts, we speak about the ego like something bad or wrong with that, no? But we have to understand that it's part of our configuration, no? It's necessary for us to move in this world. It's one of the filters that we have in our brain. The thing is that as the humanity is more like in these times, no, like more trained to be in the mental field, then the ego starts to take like a lot of control and like space because we are not really like that connected with our heart or with our other superior energies. Sorry. So in this way, we are more used to hear the mind. We are more used to be listening to the mind and to give more attention to that. And yes, if we let the ego take the control, it takes the control of our life, no? But I am referring to this because I don't see that the ego is something negative or something that we have to like suppress or cancel or like throw to the garbage. Actually, is like I see it like as a vehicle of our mind, you know, as a vehicle. It contains like kind of like the aspects of our personality, is what we use to move in this world, you know, to interact with other people. But one of the characteristics of the ego is that the ego likes to have the control, and the ego don't want to die. The ego is afraid to die. That's why actually like a lot of the fear of dying is from the ego don't want to disappear, wants to remain, because it's so unreal and it's so etheric that it's just an idea in our mind. Is something that wants to remain and has a lot of fear to disappear because it's going to disappear. When we go out to another realm out of this body, this is behind and that's it. And the ego doesn't like that really much. So one of the things that we can experience with the Buffo Avarius is that deed of the ego, the death of the ego, or the dissolution for some moment. As I always say to the persons that comes with me to ceremonies, like it feels like a lot of anxiety. It can be feel like anxiety, like fear, like desperation. Sometimes when the medicine is kicking, is rising, is fully opening, and the ego is dissolving, is because of the ego is trying to grab, and the ego is going to try to grab as much as it can, no? That also, like, the different amounts of this medicine allow us sometimes to go deeper, or to release way more, to disattach way more than other small amount, for example, no? Of course, that this, what I'm saying, is metrics, amounts that only the persons that are trained to do this, like, know how much is a little bit or more than, like, it's specific measures that we have. And with some doses, you can access, like, to these states of consciousness. With other, you can, like, experience parts of the medicine, but not like totally reaching, like all this full potential of opening with the medicine. So this medicine, yes, it does have a lot of benefits for the physical body. It's just that I can't say which are they, because as well as the Cambo medicine, and this is something very important about both of these medicines that I work with, and I want just to say it, because it's how I see it, in this time of working with both these animals. They work very quick in our body, like the poison of these animals awakes these memories also of the reptilian brain that we have, of how to heal our body. And these medicines is not a plant medicine, it's an animal source, so it's way different than other medicines. And they are coming from amphibians, that they are also a family of the reptilian, so they activate our reptilian brain, and these areas of our survival part of our brain, that sometimes they are not active, but in these areas of our brain is where the memory of how to heal our own body is existent, so they work a lot on that. And these both medicines, they have a quick effect, but very deep at the same time, They both are they are made of the wild life of the animal. Kind of the quality of the medicine that we receive is related with the wild life that the animal had.